Welcome to Outdoor Oasis Ideas. Today we're diving into the charming world of rustic front yard landscaping with flowers. Before we begin, let's talk about what makes a landscape truly rustic. Rustic design is all about embracing natural materials, informal layouts, and a connection to the surrounding environment. It's about creating a space that looks like it's been there for years, weathered by time and nature. When we apply this concept to a small front yard, we're aiming for a cozy, inviting space that feels like a natural extension of your home. The first step in creating your rustic front yard oasis is to assess your space. Take a good look at your yard, noting its size, shape, and any existing features. Consider the amount of sunlight it receives throughout the day, as this will influence your plant choices. Also, think about the style of your home. Your landscaping should complement and enhance its architecture. Now, let's talk about the backbone of any rustic landscape: hardscaping. In a small front yard, hardscaping elements can help define spaces and create visual interest without taking up too much room. Consider incorporating materials like natural stone, reclaimed wood, or weathered brick to add that rustic touch. A winding stone path leading to your front door can be a charming addition. Use irregular-shaped flagstones or weathered bricks laid in a casual pattern to create a sense of age and character. Allow small, low-growing flowers or ground cover to grow between the stones for a soft, natural look. For a truly rustic touch, think about incorporating reclaimed materials into your landscape. Old wooden crates can be repurposed as planters, while an antique wheelbarrow or milk can make for unique and charming flower containers. These elements not only add character but also contribute to the sustainable aspect of rustic design. Now, let's move on to the star of our rustic landscape: the flowers. When choosing flowers for a rustic garden, opt for varieties that have a wild, natural look. Think cottage garden classics and native wildflowers. These plants will give your yard a relaxed, unfussy appearance that's perfect for a rustic aesthetic. Coneflowers, or echinacea, are excellent choices for a rustic garden. These hardy perennials come in a variety of colors, from classic purple to white, yellow, and even green. They have a daisy-like appearance and attract butterflies and bees. Adding life and movement to your garden. Black-eyed Susans are another fantastic option. Their bright yellow petals and dark centers create a cheerful country garden feel. They're drought-tolerant and easy to grow, making them perfect for low-maintenance rustic landscapes. Lavender is a must-have in any rustic garden. Its silvery foliage and purple blooms add texture and color, while its fragrance creates a soothing atmosphere. Plant it along your pathway or near seating areas to enjoy its calming scent. Don't forget about incorporating some native wildflowers into your design. These plants are not only beautiful, but also well adapted to your local climate and beneficial for local wildlife. Research which wildflowers are native to your area and include a selection in your garden beds. When it comes to planting your flowers, embrace a more natural, less structured approach. Instead of rigid rows, plant in drifts or clusters. This mimics how flowers would grow in nature and contributes to the rustic, effortless look we're aiming for. Consider creating layers in your flower beds. Start with taller plants at the back, medium-height plants in the middle, and shorter plants or ground covers at the front. This not only creates visual interest, but also allows you to pack more plants into a small space. Ornamental grasses can add movement and texture to your rustic landscape. Varieties like featherweed grass or fountain grass sway beautifully in the breeze. And provide interest even in winter when many flowers have faded. For year-round structure and greenery, consider incorporating some rustic-looking shrubs. Hydrangeas, especially the oak leaf variety, offer beautiful flowers in summer and interesting foliage and bark in winter. Boxwoods can be left to grow naturally for a rustic look, or lightly trimmed to provide some structure to your flower beds. Don't forget about adding some spring flowering bulbs to your rustic garden. Daffodils, tulips, and crocuses popping up through the soil are one of the first signs of spring and can add a cheerful burst of color to your yard early in the season. When it comes to edging your flower beds, consider natural materials that contribute to the rustic aesthetic. Consider incorporating some edible plants into your rustic front yard design. Herbs like sage, thyme, and rosemary not only look beautiful and smell wonderful, but can also be used in cooking. Berry bushes like blueberries or raspberries can provide both beautiful flowers and delicious fruits. For a truly rustic touch, consider adding a small water feature. A simple bird bath or a recirculating fountain made from a reclaimed pump or watering can add the soothing sound of water to your garden and attract birds and beneficial insects. When it comes to maintaining your rustic flower garden, embrace a slightly wild look. Allow plants to spill over onto pathways. Let grasses grow a bit longer than usual. This natural, slightly overgrown look is part of the charm of a rustic garden. Consider the seasons when planning your rustic front yard. While summer offers an abundance of blooms, think about plants that can provide interest in other seasons too. Ornamental grasses and seed heads can look beautiful frosted with snow in winter. While early spring bulbs and fall blooming asters can extend your garden's season of interest. If you have a fence or wall in your front yard, consider using it as a backdrop for your rustic garden. A weathered wooden fence can be the perfect support for climbing roses or clematis, while a stone wall can be softened with cascading plants like creeping phlox or albrieta. In a small front yard, every inch counts. Don't forget about the area right next to your house. This is a great spot for shade-loving plants if it doesn't get much sun. Or for taller plants that can soften the transition between your home and the garden. Think about how your garden will change throughout the day. Some flowers open in the morning and close in the evening, while others do the opposite. Planning for these changes can create a garden that's interesting at all times of day. Remember that creating a rustic garden is as much about the journey as it is about the destination. Enjoy the process of planning, planting, and watching your garden grow and change over time. We hope this guide has inspired you to create your own rustic flower-filled oasis in your small front yard. Thank you for joining us today on Outdoor Oasis Ideas. If you enjoyed this video and want more gardening and landscaping inspiration, Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.